Hello, sunshine. Welcome to Gracie's Tarot Garden. Thank you for joining me here today. I'm so happy and excited to bring you another pick a card reading. So, today we are going to take a look at what your sex life is going to be like when you're married. Of course, if you have no plans on being married, you can just watch this and think about a potential long term partner. It doesn't necessarily have to involve a marriage contract, of course. Don't want to exclude anybody who's not in that place to get married. So today I have three beautiful piles for you, and Josie is already gunning for the camera. That's my cat. You'll see walking back and forth every now and again. So pile one is right here with this orange flower candle. We have pile number 2 here with this purple candle. And last but not least, we have pile number 3 with the yellow candle. If you need more time, please feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, I will see you at your reading. You can find the timestamps down below in the description box. Hello, my beautiful sunny people who picked pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. We're going to take a look at what your married sex life is going to be like. I did also forget to mention in the intro that this is an 18 plus reading. So if you are under the age of 18, I kindly ask you to scoot off now, please. So before we get going, I'm going to light your little candle here. If you want to set an intention for your future connection, your future relationship, your sex life, whatever you want to, please feel free to. I will let these candles burn out to the end to help ensure that whatever intentions you set come to fruition. All right, so I pulled 3 tarot cards, one from each of my favorite decks. So from the Deviant Moon for you guys, we have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Swords from the Tarot of the Divine. And we also have the 6 of Wands from the Nikolai Sokoli Tarot. So these are really interesting energies. This is just a few cards that I pulled just to get the overall energy of what your connection and romantic sex life is going to be like. So right off the hop, I really get this feeling that your partner is going to be incredibly protective of you. They just really want to hold you tight, not let you go. I think they'd be very watchful of you, really want to make sure that they provide for you and that all your needs are being taken care of, especially in the bedroom. I think they'd be an incredibly attentive lover and just really making sure that you are happy with how things are in this connection. Sorry, I got a little distracted when I was talking because I just noticed that this person has one shoe on and one shoe off. So there could be something here with feet that's important, but of course, this is just a general reading. So if at any point I do say something, especially when it comes to sex, right, people can be very, very particular. So if I do say something that really doesn't jive with you, you really feel like it doesn't resonate, please just disregard it and don't allow it to take away from your reading. I do think that you and your partner are going to spend a lot of time traveling. And I think it's actually going to be a real benefit to your sex life. So you guys might go away, spend a lot of time on vacations in foreign places. And I think you're going to have a lot of fun getting freaky when you're traveling. yeah, somebody, but I do think that it's probably going to be both of you for the most part. Somebody could be a bit of a traveler, could be a business person that does a lot of traveling, so there could be elements of travel in this connection as well. So I am picking up for some of you, this could start off as a long distance thing, and there could be a lot of travel and a lot of anticipation leading up to being intimate with you as well. I really like this energy here with the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. I really, really do. I think it's a really nice combination. Um, just a feeling like really at peace and at ease, but also very confident as well, moving in the right direction. I am hearing from my spirit guides. So I do think this is going to be a connection, a relationship that's going to be almost like growing, evolving, moving always to a certain extent, which I think is a really beautiful thing. Stagnancy in the bedroom in particular is not good. So you're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be very victorious, but I think it's also going to be really comfortable too, really peaceful at times. Yeah, you guys might really enjoy getting it on outside as well. But we'll get more into the fun stuff in just a few minutes. But overall, the energy is really, really nice here. Really good, really beautiful energy. So, all right, let's take a look here from the Sexual Magic Tarot deck. So I'm just going to pull some cards here. So can I get general overview of what the sex is going to be like? Thank you. Can I get what is going to be fun? Thank you. Okay, perfect. And what's good? Good, thank you. Oops. And last but not least, what's going to be a challenge? Because I do think it's a little ignorant to just assume everything's going to be peachy. So we'll take a look at what's going to be a challenge at times. So I like this, guys. I really like this energy here for you. So overall, I asked generally, what is the sex going to be like for you guys? So we have the Lovers and the Temperance card. So this is really, really beautiful. Right here, we have Gemini and Sagittarius energy, which is, according to astrology, a beautiful, wonderful match. Geminis and Sages pair very well. So perhaps you and your lover are a Gem and Sag combination, but if not, don't stress about it too much. But yeah, I just think you guys are going to be really well matched in that your differences are going to be very complementary, but yet there's going to be a lot of similarities. With Gem and Sag in particular, Geminis can be very fun and playful, especially in the bedroom. And it's the same thing with Sagittarius. Sagittarius likes to keep things pretty creative. So in that way, they are a really beautiful match for one another. I think there's going to be a lot of balance in this connection as well. So with that Temperance card, I do think that you guys will be making sure that everybody's comfortable in a good place with things. And I'm also hearing choices with this Lover card, but I think it's actually a really good thing because I think that both of you will know that you have the choice in what you want to participate in and what you don't want to participate in, and you will feel really comfortable vocalizing that with one another, which is a really great thing. So yeah, you're going to have a really beautiful sex life with this Lover's card. I'm being drawn to the roses here, so that could be a sign here. And I'm also being drawn to this Cupid as well. So I do think there's a little bit element of divine intervention here, bringing the two of you together. You're really going to feel very enamored with one another. I really do think you guys are only going to have eyes for one another in a lot of ways. I am seeing the potential for possibly other people to join you in the bedroom if that is what you desire, of course. If that's not what you want, then again, just disregard it. But I do think that even if you guys do have other people that might kind of come in and stir things up and make things a little interesting, I don't see jealousy. I don't see it being an issue for you guys. I just see it being very well balanced, very open. Lots of exploration for you guys. So I asked Spirit next, what is going to be fun for you? So we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So this is really beautiful. Oh my goodness, I got to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Kazoo day. Did that resonate? Sorry. So yeah, again, I do feel like with this Wheel of Fortune card here, that there is very much the potential for some other people to join you in the bedroom. But if that is not what you want, I don't see that. It's not going to be an issue. So please don't freak out on me if you're like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I think you guys are going to feel really, really lucky here with this Wheel of Fortune card. I'm getting the sense that for one or both of you, you've had a lot of challenging experiences in love here. A lot of times when you felt very sad, left out in the cold, maybe less than satisfied at times. And I really feel like in this connection, you're going to be coming into your own there. You're really going to be feeling, both of you are going to be feeling a lot of confidence. I love this Knight of Wands here. This is really fun for you guys. Of course, it's a lot of tarot readers consider the Knight of Wands to be like a fuckboy, fuckgirl card, but that's not really what I'm getting here at all. I'm just getting like a really youthful, fun, passionate energy, which is so nice. You guys are going to really make each other feel young at heart. It's going to feel very fresh for you guys, the two of you. You're going to have a lot of new experiences. Even if you have a lot of experience, it's still going to feel very new for some reason. Very playful, and it's just, I just think you guys are going to feel like very creative. So we have this couple on the swing here. Sorry, I'm trying not to bring the cards too close up to the camera. I don't want YouTube to freak out on me here, but so yeah, you guys could have some really fun situations where you're playing around outside. I'm getting a lot of outdoor vibes for you guys, so I do think you're going to spend a lot of time playing outside. And it's just going to be really fun and uninhibited and very very youthful energy for you, my pile number ones, which I love. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anything else here? What's fun? I think you guys are going to get a lot of satisfaction. So lots of climaxes, and I'm being drawn to the fact. That's weird. I'm just being shown this circle here, and it almost looks like coins all around you. All around them. I don't know. The message isn't coming in very clearly, so I'm just going to disregard it. But I do think with this Four of Wands here, I mean, the Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It's a card of just of marriage and union. So I do think this is going to be very much a great match of two souls who are really longing and wanting to be together. So that's really great. So I asked Spirit, what's going to be good? So, um, yeah, I do think the masculine energy, even if it is the same sex couple, right? There's usually a masculine energy and a feminine energy. I do think the masculine energy is going to be very, very enamored with the feminine. So he's going to be very doting, very attentive to her body, and it's going to make her. I use him and her just for ease, so I apologize again if this is the same sex couple, but so it's going to make her feel very alluring and seductive, and she's just going to feel very accepted for who she is. She's going to feel very comfortable with her body as well. So there's a lot of level of comfort here, and just a lot of feeling of new passionate beginnings with this Ace of Wands. Again, just this feeling of like, even if, there's a lot of experience between the two of you with other people, you're still really, really going to feel like this is really fresh and new with the two of you. I am also picking up that the masculine might have a little bit of a thing for the woman, the feminine's behind her bottom. So he's going to have a little bit of an ass thing. So, but all in all, I do just get the sense that he's going to love every bit of the feminine's body. And it's going to make her feel very, very confident and very lovely. So, I did ask what's going to be a challenge here, and we did get the Stars card and the High Priestess, which is very, very interesting. So, I do think that there is this energy of healing the past. So I do think that this union, this marriage, this connection, however you want to look at it, is going to trigger some past hurt. So it's not that your person is going to do anything to purposely hurt you, but I do think there's going to be times when somebody in this connection is going to be triggered by their past and by the things that they've experienced. So there is going to be healing that's going to occur, which is really, really, really nice. And I'm also hearing as well that it's not going to be necessarily the easiest circumstances in order to get the two of you together. So I don't know what that means. That could mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But the divine spirit, God, whatever you like to believe in, is really, really working hard to bring the two of you together. And I mean, this is your future spouse, so this does happen. And but I do think the one thing that is a challenge is just this element of trust here with this High Priestess card. So I do think that before this can happen, there is healing work that needs to do. So if you are looking for your person and you are really wanting them to come into your life, I think this is a little bit of advice for you guys, that one, to heal those parts of you that need to be healed, because it's easier to do it, start it on your own, so that way you are at least in the process of it. And two, just to trust that your person is coming. Trust your intuition, trust the signs that you've been given. I think this is going to be a really, really intense connection as well for my pile number ones. And again, that intensity can be triggering at times for people, right? I think you or your person might kind of shy away from this at first just because of the intensity, or somebody might not be trusting their intuition, might not be listening to the signs. But I do see it coming together really beautifully. Out of all the cards to have for a challenge, I do think that these are probably one of the best because it signals, trusting your intuition and healing work, and a little bit of magic too. So just trust that any challenges that you have can be overcome. So let's see here. Anything else, Spirit, that you want to tell us about pile number 1? Yeah, so we've got the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Swords here. So this is going to go to some interesting places here for some of you. Obviously, very strong BDSM vibes with that Ace of Swords. So I think really it's going to be a lot of fun. And then with this Ten of Cups, I think it's going to be such a beautiful connection for you, my loves. I think there's going to be a few times here where it is going to be hard to connect with your person, but again, I really am getting the sense that for a lot of you, this does start off with some sort of distance, whether it be emotional or physical. But if you guys can persevere through that, I think this is really going to be beautiful, very giving. Lots of gifts, lots of love, lots of fun, and lots of exploration. So I really hope you enjoyed that. Pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. If that at all resonated, I'd love to hear about it. Even if you just want to say hi down below, that would be great too. It all helps me out very much. Please consider giving this video a like, maybe subscribe to my channel, and if you really want to be a doll, share this video with a friend who might enjoy it. I really hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I hope I'll see you back here again soon at Gracie's Tarot Garden. Take care. Bye. Love ya. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful sunny souls who picked pile number 2 and this a purple flower tea light. So what I'm actually going to do for you guys is I'm going to light it. And if you would like to set an intention while I am lighting it, please feel free. This could be just in general, for your connection, your relationship, your future sex life, anything you want, any sort of intention you want. And I'm just going to let it burn, all the candles burn out to the very end, to help ensure that your intention does come true. There we go. So I pulled some tarot cards from my 3 favorite decks. So from the Deviant Moon, we have, oh my goodness, we have the 6 of Cups. How beautiful. This is from my Nikolai Sokoli tarot deck, and I believe this normally would be the Strength card, but I believe in this deck, this is actually Justice. But it doesn't matter which one it is because I am already getting a message from it. And then lastly, from the Tarot of the Divine, we have the 4 of Wands. Holy crap, guys, this is so beautiful. I cannot believe how beautiful this energy is for you. So already off to a fantastic start. So with this, this card here, I am really getting the sense that the masculine energy, even if it's a same-sex connection, because of course we're all inclusive here, but I am really getting the sense that the masculine energy is going to put the feminine up on a pedestal. Now normally that would absolutely make me crazy. I don't really like that kind of energy, but I'm really getting this is quite beautiful. I'm noticing that all of these cards are hearts, so I think that he or she is going to be doing it really from a place of love. And even if it might not be the best thing, they he or she is going to be putting her or him up on a pedestal. It's going to be because they adore that person. So I guess it depends on who is watching, whether or not you identify as the masculine or the feminine energy here. But the masculine is really going to adore the feminine, put her up on a pedestal, treat her like a princess, a queen, but do it because of a lot of love. Normally, when I hear about somebody being put up on a pedestal, I get the idea that it's almost because they don't. It's like they're not seeing the person clearly, and they're doing it because they want something other than what reality is. And I'm not getting that. I'm really getting the sense that it's more of a protective thing. It's like they love this feminine so much, and they think she's so precious and so beautiful that they just want to adore and protect. So that's really, really lovely. That's so lovely. So, if you don't know this person, if you're wondering if you are ever going to find your soulmate, yes, you really definitely are. This is a contract that you guys made to one another for a very long time ago to come to this life and be together. This is like, I'm getting shivers through my body. So you guys have had a past life together, you and your future spouse, your future partner. And so this is almost like I'm hearing fulfilling something that wasn't able to be finished. So maybe for some reason this connection in a past life didn't get to the place where it was supposed to, or something happened where the two of you were not able to come together, or you just want more of each other. But yes, so you're just so destined for one another here with the Six of Cups and Four of Wands. This does have the possibility of being somebody that you've known for a long time, but if that doesn't resonate, please don't worry about that. Yeah, I really am feeling like when your person comes into your life and when you guys come into union, when you meet, um, it's the divine, God, spirit guides, whatever you believe in. They're going to be very much cheering this on, and this is very exciting for them. Again, I'm getting more chills through my body, so that's a really good confirmation that this is really, really meant to be for the two of you, and it's really a strong and extremely powerful connection. There's going to be a lot of happiness here. Especially, I think most of you who are watching pile number 2 are actually going to get married to this person. I do feel that. And it's going to be a very, very happy connection. I do think the two of you are actually quite different from one another in a lot of ways, but very, very complementary here. So let's take a look now at the Sexual Magic Tarot. So I should have said before I started this reading that this is an 18 plus reading, of course. So I don't think I've gotten into anything too graphic so far, but if you are under 18, I kindly ask you to scoot off now because this does have sexual imagery on this deck, and we will be talking about sex. So this is for adults only, and those who are comfortable talking and listening to sex talk. So I'm going to pull a few cards now. Thank you. What will the sex feel like? Sorry while I fiddle with my cards. I apologize, my dears. Just give me 1 second here. I'm going to ask some questions and pull some cards. What's going to be fun for pile number 2's sex life? What's going to be fun for them? Oh, I love it. What's going to be good? What is going to be good for pile number 2? Thank you. What's going to be good? Thank you. And what's going to be a challenge? And I am taking a look at a few challenges just because I believe that not everything in life is easy, and even in sex there are challenges, so that's interesting. All right, here, let's take a look. Such clear messages already for you guys. This is good. So in general, what is the sex going to be like for you guys? And we do have this Justice card coming out again here, and I really do get the sense that the feminine in this connection is really going to be really revered and really well respected, which is a really good thing. I love to see that in readings. I love to see when a masculine really respects and adores the feminine. So I really feel that very, very strongly. I'm being told here that you guys will be getting what you deserve. So that's not to say that you deserve something bad. That's actually to say that if you've been doing work on yourself, if you've been on a spiritual journey and doing what you need to do to better yourself, that is a really beautiful thing, and that is what's going to lead you to your soulmate, to this 6 of Cups, 4 of Wands person, your love. I'm getting really strong Libra energy for you guys here, but of course just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I do think that there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of fair. Like, it's going to be a very fair connection. And I think you're going to be able to work out your differences and your issues quite easily here. And I think that a lot of things are going to come pretty easy for you guys. But yeah, I think just in general, your sex life is going to be very well balanced, very fair, which doesn't sound like a lot of fun, but it's a good foundation in which to start things, right? And then we have this 2 of Wands here, so much passion for you guys. I think one of your favorite things to do is going to allow this sexual tension to build between the 2 of you guys. So, I think when you're out and about, I'm really getting the sense that, like, it's just going to be foreplay all the time. And I'm not saying that you guys are going to be pawing at each other or being, like, disgustingly sexual with one another. But there's just this general feeling like you guys are going to always be aware of treating each other really well and, making that really sexy eye contact, those little touches, little shoulder rubs, footsies under the table, feeding somebody a bite of your meal, going up and doing little noises in one another's ear, just little random dirty messages throughout the day, like I'm just giving these as an example so you can kind of get the idea. Like, just really strong buildup of this sexual tension, which is going to translate really, really beautifully into the bedroom, because when you guys get into the bedroom, you're going to be all wound up and ready to go, and it's going to be quite explosive. So I think you're just always going to really see the potential to show one another how much you mean to each other. And something even as simple as sitting and enjoying a meal together is going to be really romantic and special. Like, it's not going to be two people just sitting in front of the TV eating with their phone, and ignoring each other. It's two people who are going to take the opportunity to really connect with each other every chance that they get. So beautiful, beautiful energy. I love it. I love it. So we have, I asked Spirit, what is going to be fun? So again, I'm getting really strong. I'm trying not to hold these too close to the camera because I don't want YouTube to freak out on me. But so we have the Hangman and the Three of Swords for what is going to be fun. So I think this is actually really cool. Yeah, I don't think I can stress this enough that the masculine is just going to really adore the feminine and idolize her. If it's a her, it could be a him. Um, and I think he is going to think that her body is just redonkulous and gorgeous, and it's going to make her feel absolutely wonderful. Um, just luxurious and sensual. You're gonna really appreciate one another, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. The whole process of appreciating one another and showing each other how much you care about one another is gonna be a lot of fun. And I really am getting the sense that for at least one of you, you were in already married, and it was not a good connection. And so I think there's going to be a real appreciation and a real desire to want to make this one work better, and really work hard to make each other feel very special and very valuable. So music is going to be a big thing here for you guys. My pile two. It's going to be a lot of fun, so maybe you guys will be sharing some sexy songs to help build up that sexual tension between the two of you. And I do see that building up a lot of desire. But yeah, there's something about music. So you might listen to a lot of music when you're getting down. You might use it to help set the mood. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm really getting strongly of an ex here. And he or she may try to interfere, try to break this up with this Three of Swords energy. But I really feel like this is an incredibly strong connection. And I don't think that he or she will be successful if they do attempt something. But yeah, strong X energy trying to meddle in that. But I'm also getting the sense that I don't think you're going to do it to be mean, but you kind of poke fun at it, I think, a little bit at times, and just kind of giggle at it, and think that it's funny. So what is going to be great and good in your sex life when you're married? Oh, so much comfort here with the Seven of Pentacles. So you're going to be very comfortable with one another, comfortable telling each other what you want. It's going to be one of those things. I think you guys are going to be down to get freaky pretty much wherever and whenever the mood strikes you here with the Seven of Pentacles. So I don't think that things will be limited to just the bedroom. I think, you'll be getting it on the couch at least a lot, or the kitchen, and, all around the house here. So we also have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is really interesting energy here. And it always makes me think of the Magician card as well, and spell work. But I think what Spirit is trying to tell me with this card is that even though there's a lot of respect and reverence really for one another, you still are really very much going to be your own people and have your own lives and do things that you enjoy. So I think that's really healthy, especially in a marriage. So I do think that you both will have your little things that you really like, and you will go off and do them, your own work, possibly your own hobbies. And when you come back together, you're going to appreciate each other that much more. So independence always a wonderful, wonderful thing. Um, you guys might do some sex magic. I'm kind of picking up on that. So you might dabble in some sex magic at some point in your relationship there. Um, I do also think hair, the masculine really is going to like the feminine's hair. If somebody's got, I'm being drawn to the fact that this is pretty much the same woman in all three of these cards here, but her hair is different in every one. So maybe the feminine could wear her hair quite different at times, sometimes curly, sometimes straight, sometimes long, sometimes a bit shorter. Whatever the case may be, I do think the masculine's really going to like it, especially if the feminine does have a reddish tint to her hair or red hair. I think, yeah, he's really going to like playing with her hair. Gonna think her hair is really, really beautiful. So, okay, let's get into what is going to be challenging because this is really interesting here. So, I do think that some of your, how do I say this? Either your sexual experiences are different or your sexual kinks are going to be a little different. So there's going to be aspects of this connection where you're going to be quite different sexually. So there's going to be kind of this just this feeling of like both exploration but also being very careful to be respectful and mindful of the balance that needs to happen. So you could end up dabbling in like aspects of BDSM or like just even just rough sex or bondage or whatever the case may be. And if this does not resonate, don't worry about it. Um, yeah, but I'm just I'm hearing from my guides that somebody's going to be more vanilla and somebody's going to be more freaky. And so I think you're going to have fun trying to find a common ground between the two of you. And I don't think it's going to be terrible. Um, but I think, especially at first, when you come together, it is going to be a little bit of a challenge to find that comfort level with one another. I think you guys are going to communicate with one another really well, and please, please, please communicate really well with each other because I think that's going to help. Don't try and hide anything. Don't try and pretend to be something or want something that's not authentic because that won't translate very well. So, as long as you're communicating, being authentic and finding that nice balance between what you both want, I do think you'll be okay with things. But yeah, I do think somebody's gonna be coming into this connection with a little bit more of that freaky experience, and the other person's gonna be a little less so. I'm getting a fire. One person could be fire, and one person could be air. I'm picking up on that pretty good there. Um, but it could be wrong, of course. So let's see here. Before I let you go, I'm just going to ask Spirit if they have anything else they want to tell you about your future sex life. Anything else you want to tell them? It's going to be a journey for you guys, and it's going to be a really interesting journey. It's going to be a little weird and mysterious at times here with this moon card. There's going to be a lot of work put into this connection. I'm seeing a lot of roses. I noticed in this temperance card, I think she's got a rose between her breasts here. So I do think roses could be important. But yeah, I just think that I'm getting some Gemini energy here. yeah, so we have the Three of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and the Moon. So there's going to be a lot of pleasure. I think there could be a few moments here where it might seem like things are not going to come together, or it's going to be really hard, or you're just not sure. There's going to be some uncertainty at times, but I do think you're going to pull this off really well. I think you're going to put both of you are going to put a lot of work into this connection to make it really beautiful and really great. And I think you're going to be really good friends. And I think you're going to get to know each other's body really well and know what makes each other tick and feel really great. And you're going to have a lot of fun and a lot of pleasure. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that pile number 2. I had a lot of fun doing your reading. I think you guys are really lucky. I think you're in store for a lot of fun. So if you want to, please let me know if it resonated, or just simply say hi down below in the comments. I like that too. Please consider giving this video a like, maybe subscribe to my channel, and for the ultimate compliment, share it with a friend who might enjoy it. I really hope I'll see you back here again soon. Please take care of yourself. I love you. Bye. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful sunny souls who picked pile number 3 and this yellow tea light here with this flower. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me. So I'm actually going to light this for you guys today. And if you want to, real quick, just think up of an intention for your future connection, your future relationship. Your intention doesn't have to be sexual. It can be if you want to. But I'm going to light this candle, and together, hopefully, we can help that manifest for you in your life. And I am going to let this burn down until it is done. And once the candle is all burned away, your tension will be set. Sorry for my cat Josie. She is feeling like she wants to show everybody her butt today. So I was told to pull cards from my 3 favorite tarot decks just to get the overall energy for you guys. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, I do need to tell you before we get too far into this. This is an 18+ reading. I forgot to say that in the intro. So if you are under 18, I kindly ask you to scoot off. And also just fair warning, we are using a deck with some sexual imagery. So if that is going to offend you, or if sex talk is going to bother you, please do not watch this reading. So first off, from the tarot... from the Deviant Moon Tarot, we have Judgment. Interesting. And then from my Nikolai Sokoli Tarot, we have the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. And then from the Tarot of the Divine, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is interesting for you guys here. My pile number 3s. Let me just get some messages for you. So, straight off the bat here, I cannot lie, I'm getting some pretty serious bondage imagery here with these ropes and then with this card. So, of course, if you're absolutely dead set against that sort of thing, please just disregard that. Please don't let it take away from your reading. But if that does not resonate, if that doesn't sound like something you would be interested in exploring with your future spouse, I am just getting more the idea of like surrender. So there is going to be a need to kind of a feeling to surrender to this connection. There's something about this. I think this is going to be quite a dramatic moment when you meet this person, when you meet your soulmate, your future spouse. I think it's going to be really... It's going to feel really faded. It's going to feel really obvious that they are your person and that there's a lot of divine intervention kind of being dished out here for you. So with this Sun card, I do think that you guys are going to have a really happy, content sex life. I do think you guys are going to be you're just, I mean, the Sun card is a great card to get. It's such a beautiful energy. I think even in times when you're struggling with one another or struggling in the connection, you're still going to find that you're going to be quite happy. And I do think there's going to be a lot of luck as well. You're going to feel very lucky to have met this person. With this Wheel of Fortune. And again, I think you're going to see a lot of divine timing, a lot of divine kind of interceding here with this connection. Communication is going to be really important for you guys. I think you're going to communicate with your person fairly well. But you do... I'm just hearing a little heads up from Spirit that times when you don't communicate properly, or if you hold back feelings, or if you don't communicate in the right ways, it could kind of cause some blockages, some triggers, some issues. So be mindful of your communication. This is a really nice energy. I'm going to pull more cards to see if I can't kind of flesh out some of these feelings that I'm getting here for you. I mean, I'm getting a lot of dirty talk, so you guys might end up enjoying a lot of dirty talk, a lot of sexting, a lot of talking about sex could be really big for you guys at some point in your connection. Okay, so in general, what is the sex going to be like? Oh, wow, Judgment again. Thank you. What's going to be fun for my pile number 3s? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what is going to be fun? Well, good, sorry. Thank you. Boy, you guys are getting a lot of cards. What's going to be challenging? Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay. I don't want to hold these cards too close to the camera because I don't want YouTube to freak out on me. But we've got the Judgment and the 5 of Swords. So that's really interesting that the Judgment card came out again. This is so divine. This is so very much meant to be for you guys. And I'm really being drawn to the fact that they're bound together by these ribbons or ropes or whatever it is. So I really do feel for a lot of you guys, this is the soul contract that needs to come into being. And of course, the angels have been working on making that happen for you guys. I do think for a lot of you, there could be a child that is going to be very special and important to you. So just that's a warning for some of you if you don't want to get pregnant, or if you're not really at that stage in your life where you want a kid, be heads up there. But yeah, I do think there is going to be a very special child for the two of you. Even if it's not your own child, this could just be a kid that that is going to be very special to the two of you. So I think it's going to feel like you guys have to be together. You guys are just going to be, I'm seeing two magnets kind of being drawn towards one another. The attraction is going to be so super intense. And it's going to make you feel vulnerable at times. it's going to be hard to understand at times. It's going to be hard to explain. There's going to be times, I think, when somebody might fight it a little bit. Um, but all in all, I do think it's going to be really beautiful. And when I say somebody's going to fight it, I'm not saying that they're going to run away and play games or do, I'm just saying that maybe there could be a little bit of that internal mental struggle with whether or not, just to make sense of this. And um, because it's going to be a very, very strong connection, very, very strong connection here. Um, I am kind of getting a little bit of rough sex vibes here with the Five of Swords is always my rough sex card. Again, if that doesn't not something you guys are into, please just disregard it. But I do think there could be maybe some play fighting, maybe some smacks on the tushy in particular, that sort of thing. So let's take a look at what's going to be fun for you guys. We've got lots of cards that came out for what is going to be fun. So we got the Ace of Wands. We got the Page of Swords. We got the Page of Cups and the Four of Swords. So this is interesting. This is really, really interesting. Okay. I think there's going to be a lot of written communication between the two of you, and I think I kind of picked up on that earlier with the Ace of Swords. I think you guys are going to have like a lot of really hot and steamy either emails or text messages, kind of building up that mood. Maybe that's how you guys are going to meet, is through some sort of form of written communication, some maybe online or something. But you're going to be doing a lot of writing, I think, to one another, or you'll be expressing some of your feelings through writing, which is going to be, I think, is going to be really good for you. We've got two pages here, which is really interesting. So I do think that it's going to be a very youthful feeling here for the two of you. You're going to feel very young at heart, even if you are a little bit on the older side. I know most of my viewers are still quite young, but it's going to feel really fresh. So even if you do have some experience or a lot of experience, there's going to be something about this that's going to feel very new for you guys. Yeah, so I do think the masculine energy is really gonna like the feminine's bottom, her booty. So I do think he's going to appreciate that. I actually think the masculine energy is just going to really love the feminine's body in general and really kind of worship it and think she's just fantastic. Um, Even, or he, sorry. It could be a same-sex connection, of course. Uh, there's so much about communication. There's so much here about communication. So, um, maybe somebody here does something with communication, has something to do with communicating, speaking, writing, something like that. And so I think somebody's going to watch the other one quite closely at first, try and figure out this connection and this draw, and all of a sudden I'm having a really hard time speaking. So maybe somebody's gonna be tongue-tied at times, trying to find the right words to say. Sorry, I needed a little drink. It's getting hot and steamy in here. Um, I think there's going to be a real element of comfort and just feeling very, very at ease with one another. Um, I'm also hearing oral sex is going to be a really big thing for the two of you guys. So I think there's going to be lots of oral sex. It's going to be very fun and very yummy. But yeah, you're going to be very comfortable with one another's bodies. There's not going to be any judgment or feeling like you have to hide from one another. It's just going to be a very peaceful energy. So I do think you and your person, you're future spouse, you're going to be spending a lot of time just chilling together in bed or around the house naked. So maybe you'll have some naked Friday nights where you're just walking around in buff and enjoying each other's bodies. But yeah, just so comfortable, and it's going to be, I think the fact that you guys can feel so at ease with one another is going to be really fun because it's going to really open you up to kind of that more kinky, not necessarily kinky, but just that exploration side where you feel free to kind of explore in some of the things that maybe you weren't comfortable trying with other former partners, if you do have former partners. So I'm asked Spirit next, what is going to be good in your sex life? So we've got the Four of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Magician. Okay, so what I just heard from my spirit guides is that even the rough times, even the bad stuff is going to be fine. It's going to be good. You're going to be able to work through your issues really, really well. So music is going to be really important for you guys here with this Five of Pentacles. Oh wow, you guys are going to miss each other so much when you're not together. There's going to be a real longing, and I don't know why you guys wouldn't necessarily be together all the time, but I think when you are apart, you're just going to really feel like this sense of wanting to get back to your person. So that's really, really strong. But yes, music, back to music. Music is going to be really, really important for you guys. You might communicate through music. You might listen to music while you're getting busy. There's something about music that's very, very special, and that is a violin. So violin in particular could be important, or maybe just stringed instruments in general. This is interesting here. So with the Four of Cups, what I am getting is that we have the Four of Cups and the Magician, and these are both cards that really signal strongly towards magic. So there's something about this that's going to be very, very magical, very magical, and I think you're manifesting it. So whatever you're doing to manifest it, keep it up. I think it's working. But also I'm really getting the sense that you can, how do I say this? You're going to be able to create whatever kind of sex life you want to with your partner. So if at any point you're not satisfied with the way things are, I really see that you're going to be able to bring that around and change that around quite easily. Wow. Wow. I actually think somebody in this connection as well could be a little witchy, so they might actually have some sort of magical or psychic ability. One or both of you in particular. But there's something about sex and magic, so my guides are not really being very specific here today. I'm sorry to say, but and it could just be because it's going to mean something different for everybody who's watching, but there's something really, really magical about this. So you guys might dabble in a little bit of sex magic. Somebody might do some spell work in this connection to help improve your sexual chemistry or your sexual bond. I'm hearing the word Aphrodite, so that might mean something to somebody. But yeah, I just think it's overall, it's going to be what's going to be good about it is it's going to be very magical. It's going to feel magical. It's going to feel, there's going to be times when you're not going to be able to explain it. Okay, so I'm going to get way too personal here for just a second. So I'm in a new connection with somebody, and we've got this really intense psychic connection with one another, and it is actually translating into the bedroom at times. And I'm kind of getting that energy here where, you're going to have this really strong magical psychic connection similar to, I guess, what I'm experiencing right now. And it's going to be really surprising. And I don't want to get too into what's going on with me or anything, but it's going to be really intense for you, and you're going to experience things that you weren't necessarily expecting, and it's going to feel really magical. It's going to feel really divine. It's going to be a little weird at times, and I think I'm just going to leave it at that. So, but yeah, beautiful. Enjoy. If it's anything like what I am enjoying right now, I think you guys are going to have a really good time. So lingerie, the feminine, if there's a feminine in this connection, if she wears lingerie, I think the masculine energy is really going to like it. So especially stockings and thigh highs, and yeah, I think lingerie is going to be really important in this connection. So if you're a feminine watching, don't be afraid to dress up for your person. They are really going to dig it. All right, so let's get into what is a challenge. I'm feeling like I just said way too much about my life, and I know I didn't say anything at all, but anyways, yeah. Okay, so what's going to be a challenge here? We've got the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So, okay. I think it's going to be initially hard for you to connect in some way or to get together. There's going to be some sort of juggling that's going to happen. So hopefully you both are both single and are not juggling. Nobody's going to be juggling one another. But I think there's just, it could just be logistics that need to get juggled here with this Two of Pentacles. I'm really getting sense of practical matters with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Like, the challenges for your sex life are going to be more about practical stuff. Like maybe finances might impact your sex life at times. So you might just have a hard time coming up with some of the funds to be able to do what you want. So maybe that's travel, maybe that's be in the house that you want. And so just, I'm really getting the sense that just to be careful and cautious not to allow financial matters to kind of cloud your sex life. So don't bring money into the bedroom. Don't bring your worries about money into the bedroom, because it's going to have kind of a cooling effect on this connection here. If somebody's feeling more like they're worried about money rather than people, it's going to be a problem. So if you guys are as magical and as I really get the sense you guys are great manifestors. So if you are good manifestors, you shouldn't be worried about the money anyways, because you should always have that sense that the divine and spirit is going to provide for you, and that they're going to take care of you, and it's not going to be an issue. So just be very mindful that you don't let money issues come into the bedroom. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. This is an interesting message. Okay. So also what I'm hearing from Spirit is that you are actually going to have a really big uptick in your finances at some point. So you could start off with less money and kind of struggling, and then you might see a lot of growth financially. And you guys might struggle to find the balance. You might struggle to find the balance of how to live that life. So maybe one person might become really wealthy or famous, I'm hearing, or maybe it's both of you. But you're just going to really, it's going to be a challenge to maintain an even keel, like to not allow that additional influx of money, like, so, to not be petty about money, not be controlling about money. Yeah, it's going to be, any issues you guys do have about sex is going to have to revolve around money and your finances. So lots of communication, lots of talk. That's always a good thing for you guys. I think I'm going to leave it at that because my messages are not coming out very clear for you guys. My pile number 3. Can I get any last messages? So we got the 7 of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So I just really get the sense that Spirit wants to emphasize to you guys to really approach any sort of disagreements or sneakiness with an attitude of love and acceptance, and just being really open here. I do think that this could just be Spirit's way of saying, yeah, you guys are going to have a few struggles at times, but it is absolutely no big deal. You can get through it. There's a lot of love in this connection, a lot of love, and a lot of happiness as well. And I think a lot of acceptance for one another as people. But I do get the sense that your lifestyle is going to change at times throughout your connection. And so you're going to have to really try to figure out, who controls the purse strings, or who needs to be more in control of that, or are you both equally in control of that? Warning you not to be too sneaky about withholding feelings, and just really approaching it from a place of love and almost like childlike love, unconditional love. So my pile number 3s, that was really interesting. I hope that made some sense. I felt like I was kind of babbling about nonsense at times. If you did like that video, if you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and maybe subscribing to my channel if you want to see more in the future. The ultimate compliment would be to share this video with a friend, and of course, please feel free to say hi down below. I love to hear from all of you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something benefit out of this video, and I really hope I'll see you back here again soon. Take care. I love you. Bye. Mwah!